Hey everyone, you might be wondering why we're starting on the cult page. For a couple of reasons actually. One, it actually is going to prove a theory, which was that just in case there's anyone thinking, or in case my fear was going through, the cap definitely hasn't gone up to 70. Well, some good news. Because if the cap had not gone up, he would be level 50, but since it has, he's now level 51, so it means we will definitely be going over level 50. Why am I not so overly worried? Because we are currently on level 48. I've started to go back, excuse me, when I go through new locations, I don't just complete them. I unveil the fog of war and everything, but I also unlock the locations. You know when you got the question marks, you unravel, you reveal what the hidden locations are. You get rid of all the question marks on the location map, which I've done that, but I don't actually complete them. I don't go for the experience points. I might loot the treasure. I save that and let the missions excuse me, take care of that, and if I have anything left over, and if I need to max out my cap, then I go back and do the forts, the quarries, everything else. While we're also on this page starting, I'm gonna start, provided we should be able to get level 49 or close, in the next day or two. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start going through these sages, but not randomly. Now, there's a very good reason why I'm going to leave Pullman the Wise till last, apart from obviously the Ghost. But him as the last sage. If I can do that and take him out, I will. There is a reason, and I will, if I can remember to. Let me put it this way: there are multiple strongholds in the world, in the ancient Greece, belong to the cult. Pullman is in one of the grander strongholds. That's the only thing. That's the only hint I'm going to give, because there's a very good reason why. I haven't looked it up. I'm just saying that from because I was clearing some places out, traveling the world, and I looted some. And I looted the place, got rid of cult members out there, and I realized it was a stronghold. But there's another reason why I've left it, and I think that's because where he is, or where he's generally located, is also where we're possibly gonna meet the Ghost. And I'll get around to that. He's a mercenary, so if we can get a hold of him and have a match against him in the arena, instead of having to do trial and error in the open world, I will choose that. The Hydra, up until now I've been doing a lot of these off screen, just in my own time, just because naval battles take a while for me to do. But because he's a sage, I will, if it comes down to it, I will dedicate an entire episode to killing the Hydra. If it ends up being less, then we'll go off and do some more side missions. But I want to dedicate an entire episode. Just make it, I'm not saying he's the most significant. I'm just saying it's just going to be it. It shows like a dedication to. Well, not yeah. Of course, the right word I'm trying to think of, I can never remember it. In the next couple of next episode or two, I'm going to be taking out Iobates the Stoic. Iobates. Oh. He's actually defenseless at the moment, which is kind of why I'm going to be targeting. And we're level 48, so it makes a bit more sense. Come on, stupid thing. Thank you. Now, I actually calculated this. It's going to take me about it would take me about 34 points to max out the entire tree. And I've only got about 20 at most. So we've got about 22, and let's say an average of maybe 4. Let's just say around number of average of 4 other tombs that it can take stellies from. So it's only about 26 points. So we're never going to be able to complete the entire thing, which is a shame, but we're doing all the important ones we can first. So that left me with the conundrum. What do I go for? So haven't quite made it too much of a decision, but then it made me think, well, excuse me, I'd like to, at some point, if we ever need to use this, we might as well upgrade it, just in case. Now I found something that's so cool. I could not believe this. The location is level 47, by the way. So, which, and if you're about 4 or more levels beneath that, it will be classed. It will show as mercenary, like it has in Origins, like it was shown, like the system showed in Origins. This is Poseidon's trident. As you can see, the advantage, you breathe underwater. You do not lose air. If you have this, in your inventory equipped like I do, right, you can swim and you don't lose air. You could dive as deep as you want. And frankly, I haven't exactly tried it yet. So, because I don't really, underwater kind of scares the living shit out of me even in the daylight. I confess that. I have previously. But I thought that was absolutely... I'm not going to be giving... I will be upgrading this and having this some of my all-time favorite weapons in this game, because, let's face it, that's pretty much like a god ability, to be able to swim underwater without losing oxygen. That is just absolutely bloody awesome. So, for those of you who don't know where I'm... who haven't started the game or don't know where the location for this is, I will show you. This place here, Temple of Poseidon. The lions here, there's a lion and lionesses. The lion, they're the alpha males. The lion, he's level 47. So there's also a small little cultist camp. There's no actual cultists, but it's got cult soldiers or cult guardians or cult guards of the cult. There's only a couple there, but I'm making a point that even though if I come across a guard of a location full of cult guards, I take him out, because the lesser there are, the better. Oh yeah, that's an update. If you can see, if that's come up on your screen, that could come up. Call of Cthulhu, which I've finished and I won't be playing again because it was good, but I have played better. Anyway, we're going to be starting this one off with a mission, which I was trying to remember where all the bloody missions are. We're originally going to start in Laconia, but I found this one in Corinthia, which I did not even know was there. So either through process of elimination from other missions, or I've just missed it as I was going through. Regardless, it's called Divine Intervention, and it's going to be our first mission today.
They'll keep a sharp watch here.
Yeah, good luck then. I can dive underwater and breathe indefinitely. So go to hell. Come on, Phobos, catch up, buddy. We're not waiting forever for you.
Ride, Phobos!
Yes, exactly, I totally agree. That... Bothus? Bothos? Strange names. No, go away, wolves. Well, you can get poisoned if you come near us, so that's up to you. Down here, is it? It is. There we go. I believe this is called Divine Intervention. Let's have a look. Oh my god, what type of cutscene do we have?
Mistios, may I trade your time for wealth? You look wiser than the average mercenary. Perhaps you're nearly as wise as Athena herself.
I can't help it. I have to choose this option. It is refreshingly direct.
You speak plainly, Auntie.
I speak the truth, Cassandra.
You know me?
Don't pretend to be ignorant of your infamy, Cassandra the Eagle Bearer. I have a series of tasks I thought someone of your reputation could handle. But if you feel you're not up to it...
What kind of tasks?
To begin, I have a test of judgment. Which god is more dangerous, Poseidon or Apollo? The answer lies in a nearby tomb.
This is just a riddle.
Riddles are telling, and rewarding when I give them. Prove your worth to me by going to the graveyard near the sanctuary of Athena and solving it.
Oh god.
Fine. I'll figure out this riddle.
I'm not terribly good with riddles, unless they're pretty damn obvious. Although at least one good thing about this game is that if you can look in the right place, luckily in this game they're not exactly too well. The difficult if you don't know what you're doing, but if you really pay attention, then they're not as complicated. Oh, for God's sake, we're fast traveling. I'm seeing all the time. I can't be bothered riding over there anyway. What type of reward? Riddle. Poseidon or Apollo, which one's more dangerous? Interesting. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Which do you think is more dangerous, Poseidon or Apollo? I must confess, I'm personally more on the side of personally on swaying more to Poseidon being more dangerous out of the two. Mind you, I've forgotten much about Apollo, but I know more about Poseidon through the tales and the obviousness, and less about Apollo, so... And let's face it, you don't mess with the god of the sea if he was real. You really wouldn't. So... it would be like trying to have an argument with Hades and pray you don't lose. let's just be honest about that. So that's just my opinion. Who's God? Oh, thank God! It's actually given us clues. That's good.
Protect us from teeth that tear and beasts that bite. Sounds like a child's prayer.
Teeth? I've got to try and remember these bloody riddles. Oh, great. What?
Here lies my brother, a brave man. He was chosen to confront the enemy threatening our village, but his ship sank and sharks feasted on his flesh. What little parts were found, I sealed in this tomb.
That's Poseidon. Was the other one Apollo?
A model ship as an offering to Poseidon. Clearly someone feared death in the sea. Sharks are under the command of Poseidon, as are all creatures of the sea. Is he the more dangerous god?
So what's the counter arguments then?
A golden plate marked with the sun. An offering dedicated to Apollo and his youthful strength.
Right.
Here lies my father, a simple farmer. A lion tore him to pieces as he brought in his grain. May the gods grant him peace. Lions are a golden beast with manes like the sun. Surely they are the favorite of Apollo. Does that make him the more dangerous god?
You! I know who you are. Athena sent you to kill me.
Why would you think that?
I was to be tried for murder, but a great fire burned up the courts and all the records. I walked free. But lately I've heard Athena in my dreams saying I would meet justice. And here you are.
What? No. Dude, you're free. Just be glad about that.
An old woman hired me to come here. You weren't part of that contract. But lose your temper and I might change my mind.
I know what Athena told me. I'll face my death blade first.
What?
I've seen all there is to see here. Now to answer that woman's riddle.
That was very, very strange. Ah, screw it. Let's just go this way. Look, it's just... Well, it's probably not the same amount of distance, but... I don't know much about the god of Apollo, to be perfectly honest. But... Ironically enough, right... the thing is, in the wild, a lot of things can make animals angry. And it doesn't always have to be by purpose of humanity. It's as much as our environmental is as much about mood or mating time. So yeah, I still don't put Apollo up there. I confess I don't know it that well, but you know, I mean, however, you know, on the other side of it, with Poseidon, there are just as many equally ironic things that can make the sea angry. Oh, actually, let's... Sorry, Phobos, but it's just easier if we jump this. Unless she's going to claim to be Apollo herself, which she's just a copycat. Unless she told him that he was going to die by our hands and she tried to force the hand, which... Why would she do that? That just makes no sense to me. Make him face judgment? Oh my god. Yeah, no. All very strange. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I was quite prepared to let that guy go, but he wants to make things difficult for himself. Well, that's his problem, not ours. As you clearly saw.
You spent enough time in the graveyard. What did you find?
How did you know I actually went?
I have my ways.
Is there dirt on my sandals? A look in my eye? It seems to me you're good at figuring people out.
Perhaps. But I want to know which god you think is more dangerous. Poseidon or Apollo?
Why are you so interested in knowing?
Because I have two tasks that require the attention of Amistios. But I can trust the easier task to nearly anybody. I'm going to assign the more dangerous one to you, naturally.
Oh, Jesus. Ooh, that's interesting. That's very... Now, I've got to be honest, when it comes to the deep sea, for me personally, I'm kind of going to bear that in mind slightly. I'm not with Apollo, but because I get the thing with Athena, that changes things. Oh god, now I'm torn between these two. I mean, Athena's that's got a lot of power because that's with. Oh wait, was that with? Wait a minute. Athena was that thing about with bravery and with structure, wasn't she? Yet Poseidon can control the waves, but even if you were shipwrecked, if you had enough ships, it wouldn't matter. But Athena plays with courage, and if that can be dealt deviously, that can lead to corruption. You know what? Athena. I'm thinking just on the balance of things. Apollo with lions, that's like animal behavior. Poseidon in the sea, there are lots of things that can influence the sea, not just Poseidon. Not saying they're not just as dangerous, but with Athena was the structure of bravery of all this with balance. If that was disrupted, that would be devastating. I'm saying Athena personally. Not necessarily just because of the sea, but just because on the balance. And I'm going back to what would happen with the blind king about what was said. So Athena.
Both of those gods may be dangerous, but I met a man who claimed Athena sent me to kill him.
How strange. If she could hear your words, I'm sure the goddess of justice would be amused.
We'll see what I choose. Well, in that balance, I still side with Poseidon then. Sorry to all Apollo fans, but that's my belief.
There was a man torn to pieces by sharks on his way to confront pirates. That sounds like the punishment of Poseidon to those who would insult him.
Defending a territory no man can invade with deadly force. Poseidon would indeed seem to be the greater danger.
I'm glad you agree.
You've wisely considered the subject. I approve. Take this. It's for your judgment.
You ask for my judgment, but you seem to be judging me.
Am I? Consider this. A man took great risks to take to the sea. Perhaps you could figure out why.
His tomb mentioned pirates. Perhaps there's still a danger.
I believe you should find his family in Megaris, south of the ruined temple of Apollo.
I'll pay them a visit.
Okay. That was quite random. Test of character. This is getting more mysterious by the minute, I swear.
Not today, Mistress.
What?
I should try to stay out of sight.
Yeah, oh, I didn't realize we're gonna tip off the edge there. Excuse me. Oh, that was completely unexpected. Oh dear. Let's have a look. I thought we just... There. On the beach. Yeah.
Whoever thought carrying boats across land was a good idea?
Well, they gotta do it somehow, don't they, from the shipyard? But I see your point, Cassandra. I think this entire game is meant to teach us about the creed. I've said it a couple of times already, and I stand by that. I really do. Oh, oh. Odakakum. We'll take that happily.
Misthios! I prayed to Poseidon that one as mighty as you would come to aid us. I'd nearly lost hope, but here you are.
I was told your village was in danger.
Yes. My brother sailed out to take on the soldiers threatening to burn us out. I take a dim view of piracy, you know. But they ambushed his ship and, well, my brother never saw home again.
Sharks are merciless.
How did you know he was killed by sharks?
I visited your brother's tomb. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks. That's kind of you to say.
So are those soldiers still threatening you?
Yes, but I have a plan. I'm going to build a warship. One they won't be able to sink. My village will survive.
You seem determined. What do you have left to do?
Too much. There's a detachment keeping the pressure on us, not far from here. It's hard to gather building supplies while they're around.
So you need supplies, or you need that detachment taken care of.
Well, aren't you as clever as Athena herself? What would you be willing to do for us?
You take the supplies, I'll take on the soldiers.
I'll make those soldiers regret taking up arms against you.
Many thanks, Misthios. I've heard rumors they're stationed west of the ruined sanctuary of Ajax.
Then that's where I'll go.
Okay. Right, go back and forth. It was so... Why did they have to be there? Of bloody hell. Right. I need a boat. That's the only downside right now. Let's have a look. I really bloody wish on the Isle of Salamis there was actually a goddamn fast travel point. I really wish that was the case. I'm not gonna well, I know I could swim with it, but I don't see the point. Come on. I should just call Phobos, shouldn't I? But there's supposed to be a port. Ah. I thought so. Oh. You know what? If we'd had Phobos, we probably wouldn't have seen that. So, there you go. Look at that. Don't even need oxygen. The trident magically gives oxygen. Wonderful.
I'd better turn around before I capsize.
Nah, I'm not worried. We'll make sure we avoid all the rocks. Then we turn in. Hello there. Haha. Oh, that was an epic failure, wasn't it? Nice.
That's the last of those soldiers.
Hey, mate, I'll free you. Sure, you'll appreciate that. Yes, I'm sure you are. Alright, let's head back, shall we? Oh, hang on, is that the opposite way? Yep, you have to do it the opposite way. Oh, boats. Don't turn around, come on. Don't capsize. Avoid the rock. Nice. Full speed ahead. Oof. Oh, that was a little too close for comfort. We're not exactly on the open sea. Well, I think actually we are, but that's not open sea. If that makes any sense. Right, let's turn a bit more into the shoreline. Just in case our little dinghy is probably the closest thing. So as I have a bit of a hissy fit on us. Oh, nice. Can we? Oh, pretty much straight into shore. Absolutely fantastic. Very nice.
No one will hear from those soldiers again.
Then I'm safe to build my ship. And what's more, my brother is avenged. You have my thanks.
I also rescued a prisoner. He should be on his way over.
Thank the gods. You've done us a great favor.
May your new ship bring you victory. I should get back to that strange woman and let her know what happened.
Oh, great. Who is this strange woman anyway? That's what I'm curious about. Right. Excuse me. This time I'm bringing out Phobos. It's gonna be a hell of a lot quicker with him. Come on, buddy. Let's get over that. Well, first things first. Let's get over this hill. Come on. Thank you. Right, avoid all the rocks. Actually, we'll go around this way. Avoid the palings. Excellent. Come on. That's it. Oh, there's a tree stump. Good, we'll avoid that one. I suppose we could have tried to jump over it, but what's the point? Sinus torture grounds, what the hell? Just when you think you've seen it all in Greece. Well, having said that, I probably shouldn't say that just about that thing, but anyway. You know what I mean. What now? What?
I met the dead man's brother.
Ah, so why did such a man go sailing in shark-filled waters?
He was a pirate, and he set out to fight the soldiers who threatened his family. They sank his ship, leaving him to the sharks.
That's nearly tragic. So how did you resolve the matter? That is what you do as Amistios, resolve matters, right?
He was right.
The soldiers had already attacked the pirates. For the sake of justice, I returned that attack.
I see. That answer is quite revealing of your character.
Why are you concerned about my character?
Something will come of it. Very soon, I suspect. But here, take this for now.
Thank you. Though it sounds like you have more plans for me.
Perhaps. You've proven you could survive the dangers of the ocean. But what about an island of fire and smoke?
Well, it's an island, so... Wait a minute. She doesn't mean a volcano island, does she?
I I'd like to explore this strange island.
Good. You're very nearly impressing me.
Oh, really? I should be impressed.
I would like to send you to an island of smoke and flame, but an associate of mine still has my key to the vault within. Without it, your trip would be in vain.
Are they as strange as you?
That's nearly amusing. My associate lives in the graveyard you visited for me earlier. He lives as a hermit. He'll have time to talk, even to you.
I'll go reclaim your key.
What? Wait, is she some sort of related to the ISU or something? Adaptability. Okay, that's getting curiouser and curiouser at the moment. Of smoke and flame and a key. Nothing of which are making much sense though, but anyway. I wonder if anyone's actually been brave enough in this game excuse me, to use the trident of Poseidon and swim right to the bottom of the sea. Not that I would do it, I'm not brave enough frankly in this game, but I'm curious if anyone has. If anyone's posted a video of that, would you please post a link in the comments for me? I'd really appreciate it because I'd love to watch it. I'm not even sure how deep the ocean is in this game, though I don't really fancy checking out that theory. Ah, this old guy.
I knew you'd be back. The owl knows. She's Athena's favorite bird, you know.
I'm here. Vault.
Now, what are you doing here? That's nearly ridiculous.
So, you're telling me it's not here?
I left it somewhere safe. It's near an abandoned camp on Egina Island.
That doesn't sound very safe.
How could it not be safe, surrounded by so many defenders?
Why do I never get the easy jobs?
Who knows?
Oh god. Where the hell is this key? Ah, of course, it's on the other side of the... Ah, that's... Oh, let me guess. Smoke and fire. Ah, let me guess. There's some sort of challenge on here. Hephaestus. Peloponnesian War lasted only 30 years and ended with the occupation of Athens. Oh wow. Okay, I did not know that. I'm assuming that's a true fact. I see payfellow can be assigned and post. Huh. Don't know what's talking about us or whatever. No, that's going underneath. That's not where we need to go. Ah, perfect. A boat. Just what we needed. Typical, an Athenian warship. Mind, I suppose I shouldn't be so surprised. It's off the coast. of Attica. Poor soul. Doing a hell of a lot of rowing, aren't we? Just gonna stroll carefully up to here. Very gently. Oh, typical. We can't climb that rock, we can climb every other rock? Fantastic. Really? Really? I've climbed some more difficult rocks than that before. That's just been stubborn. Speaking of stubborn, how about I save it? Ah. Deal with it nice and quickly. Ah, this old place. I remember this place well. If I had a flame saw, this would be working a lot quicker, but... Nice. That actually makes more sense. Have this here. Guarded by lions. Who else?
I found the key. Time to return to that strange woman.
Here is she. Right, we're going this way now. If I went along the water, it would take way too... Oh yes, hang on. We're still in a danger zone, aren't we? That's right. Ugh. I'll tell you what. We're actually going to end this part here. Next time we will be going back to this mysterious woman, and seeing what other tests we've got to go through and where that damn vault is. I'll see you next time.